Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome back in. Another stream. I haven't streamed in a while, man. I promise I wanted to be on on time. I promise I was just about to start this at 9:30, like on the dot. Then I forgot that I needed a beverage. Because we got some stuff to talk about today. This is not just gonna be a reaction stream. We're gonna be chilling out at first, and then we'll get into it. I don't know if I'll cover the entire video just out of respect for JT, because I don't want to like steal his whole entire video. Needed this KB stream bad. School got me tweaking out. I got Jaden. That's what I got you for, bro. That's what I got you for. RG in the building. RG77 says, "Yo, start DeVito." All right, we're already starting the new quarterback train. Listen, we're gonna be chilling out. We're gonna be talking about Giants right now, and then we'll get into the video. Like I said, don't know if I'll watch the entire video as much as I would love to. We'll see how things go. And JT was actually in here before the stream started. He said, "I'm here for it." Actually, I was probably here for it. Maybe check back later. So if he pops up, I mean, I don't want to watch the whole entire stream, like take his video. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure he worked hard on it, and I'm sure it's a banger. This is a blind reaction, guys. I did not watch the video at all. I tried to avoid, because I was working today, man. It was a terrible day at work. And I was trying to avoid all the Twitter clips from this video. A lot of people are loving this video. So I was like, hey, this would be a perfect time to go live, chat with you guys, talk some Giants football, and then we'll get into a reaction stream. We'll react to it together. Obviously, if you guys don't know who this is, the quarterback school, JT O'Sullivan, he played in the NFL with multiple teams. I believe, I don't want to get his resume wrong, I believe he played in some other leagues as well. He was drafted into the NFL. So he knows what he's talking about, bro. He knows what he's talking about. I love his work. I'm not a consistent watcher. Just because I find myself not consuming a lot of YouTube as it is, but I do enjoy his videos. And he is not biased. He just talks quarterbacks. He calls it how he sees it, and that's what I love and respect about watching content creators like the Quarterback School. I want to say what's up to you guys in the chat. Mike Nixon Mike, I'm so happy that now they put member chats in here, which is great. So now I don't have to go into the YouTube chat to look at member chats. So if you guys want to do a member chat, you guys could become a member today. $5 a month for the channel, help support the channel and fund it. Mark Stewart also with his own member for 34 months. Mike was a member for 48 months, which is 4 years. Is that 4 years? I suck at math. It's 4 years. 4 years this month, Mike Nixon. That's my guy right there, Mike Nixon. Mark Stewart, 34 months. You guys are OGs on the channel, and I'm not going to be here today if it wasn't for supporters like you guys, man. For real. You guys are awesome. Eric in the building says Daniel Jones is way too predictable. Cash Money in the building. What's going on at Beck or Milrow soon? Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. I haven't done any work on those quarterbacks yet. I haven't dug into the draft yet for next year's draft yet. I have the film. I have some film from last year in my Google Docs, and I'll have to look at it soon. He said, yes, sir. All right, guys. So, listen. Oh, yeah, I had to start the stream a little late because I had to get me a big fat glass of cranberry, baby. Come on. Man. Come on now. Refreshing. Damn, bro, read my message, KB, on my members chat. I did read your message. Oh, yeah, I didn't even read it. I didn't even read it. My bad, Mike. I just said member 48 months and I moved on. My bad. Mike Nixon. Yo, KB, was good. Now that we have $18 million in cap space, what do you think about the Giants bringing in Xavier Howard? I think he will be good. a good mentor. I listen. I said this on Twitter. I don't know if you caught it. I said this on Twitter, but I don't care who they bring in at the cornerback position. Just bring in somebody. Xavier Howard would be one. If I'm not mistaken, was Xavier Howard dealing with some injury issues? Is that why he's still on the market? Is that why he's still out there? I know he's a little bit older, but I mean, he should be fine if the Giants wanted to pursue him. So, and then, Mark Stewart, salute Kibble. I appreciate you, man. Salute, Mark. But I kind of want to gauge you guys' thoughts in the comment section, man, in the chat. I have you guys responded really well to my 2 videos. I have a video of Malik Neighbors, going over his film that's going to be coming out tomorrow. I plan to release it today, but I haven't gotten done editing it just yet. But it's going to be a video going over the film on Malik Neighbors. So I'm excited for that one. I'm not too sure, or even Patrick Peterson. Yeah, maybe. I mean, just a veteran to bring in there. The biggest veteran presence we have on that secondary right now is freaking Jason Pinnock. Jason Pinnock right now, and I believe he's still on his rookie deal. I could be wrong about that, but I believe he's still on his rookie deal. Drinking some it's cran grape, not cranberry juice. Get it right, Jaden. There's a big difference. Cran grape. All right. Get it right. Kids, man. They don't understand. But yeah, just want to gauge your thoughts on what happened this past week. There was, all right. I believe I'm gonna redact a little bit and kind of calm down from what I was saying, recapping the video. You guys know I kind of went off the rails a little bit, saying, the Giants are hard to watch. That's why I titled the video. It was just a recap of what I saw against the Texans. And maybe going back and watching the film, maybe I was a little too hard on the Giants, admittedly so. It just sucks, right? When you have a dress rehearsal for the offense, they play a whole entire half. I don't even know if that was the intention there, was to play the whole entire half. I feel like if Daniel Jones scored on the first drive, you maybe saw another drive by them and that they would be done. Like, I feel like Brian Dable was not satisfied with what he saw on the field. So he's like, listen, go out there, keep going out there and get something done. Get a little morale boost before I pull you guys. Cause there ain't no way I'm going to have you guys starting, a whole quarter and you guys are not putting up a point. So, the Giants had that touchdown drive, then got really close to the end zone, but had to settle for a field goal, 10 points, and they were off the field. But I was really frustrated. I mean, the first play of the game, the first play of the game, I was just like, here we go again. Why is this my life? Why is this my life? Why do the New York Giants do this to me? Why are we the only team that this happens to now? Like, we used to be football royalty. This NY right here, that NY right there used to be, I mean, it meant something. It meant something. Now I got to go into a preseason game hoping that they could put something on the field in a preseason game, and the first play was almost intercepted and brought to the house. But don't worry. There wasn't 2 interceptions. Oh, my goodness. As much as I tried to defend Daniel Jones, as much as I tried to defend him over the past couple of years, I've since calmed down from that and began to be a little bit more realistic, and I get attacked by both sides, bro. I get attacked by both sides. I get attacked by the anti-Jones guys. They think that I'm some Daniel Jones shill. They clearly don't watch my content, right? They clearly don't look at my Twitter. They only notice when I say something positive about Daniel Jones, because he's not a terrible quarterback. He's average. I was watching authentic stream earlier today, and he even reiterated he doesn't suck, and he made that point. Daniel Jones doesn't suck. Okay, he's just not what he is expected to be. If you guys get what I mean, he's not 6th overall pick. He's not $40 million quarterback. He's not franchise quarterback. He's not a guy that you build around, right? He's an average quarterback. Do I believe he's a starter in this league? Yes. I don't believe he's the worst starting quarterback in the league, but it just frustrates me, man. It just frustrates me. Having to kind of read your articles and do your research and really hope for the future that things are looking up, and the first play of the game is almost intercepted, you know. And listen, Daniel Jones didn't have the worst day ever in the preseason. He didn't have the worst preseason. By the way, why did this not show up here? What happened here? Why did this overlay not pop up? Oh, that's why. Sorry, guys. This is being powered by BetUS. Before we continue, let me just run this. This sponsor ad real quick, and we'll continue with what we're talking about, just so I can get out the way now and promote BetUS early, so you guys can see it.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sportsbook and casino.
Listen, BetUS has the best deal right now out of any sportsbook. Okay, you guys heard the Michael Vick say it. I know, forgive him. He was a Philadelphia Eagle at some point. Forgive him, all right? But 125% sign-up bonus, up to $2,000 on your first 3 deposits, okay? You're not finding a better deal on any sportsbook. Now, you don't need to bet on the Giants. Some of you don't want to, but some of you guys know who to bet on. Some of you guys know what you're doing with that. Go ahead and utilize BetUS, man. Try out the new sportsbook if you haven't already. They're fast growing, man. They're getting up there. A bunch of content creators are supporting them along with me, or they're supporting a bunch of content creators, and we want to give back to them. I'm going to be using their sportsbook. It looks easy to use. Their interface looks nice. It's clean. It's simple, and like I said, it looks easy to use. And listen, I live in Florida, so, you know, now that Florida is allowing us to use these gambling sites, I'm going to be utilizing it, man. I'm going to be utilizing it. So shout out to BetUS for sponsoring the channel, and gotta show them some love, man. Gotta show them some love. And the link is in the description, guys, if you guys are interested. Link is in the description, and you guys can use my link to sign up today. But like I said, let's continue on with the nonsense. Yeah, just what are you guys' thoughts on it? Let me check the chat. Go ahead and you guys put the chat, super chat, whatever. Let me check the chat here. DJ will bounce back. I have faith. Never had a cran cherry. Nah. That, you know what it is, man. Okay, the reason why I like cran grape is it has the little bit of a bitterness to it, the tartiness of the cranberry, and then the grape gives it the sweetness, right? If you have a cran cherry, I don't know. I feel like you're getting like bittersweet and putting it together. It just doesn't match. It just doesn't match. I like the over sweetness of the grape. It's like drinking jelly. You know what I'm saying? You know what they do? They give you the initial taste. They give you the initial taste of grape, right? For that sweetness. And then they hit you with the bittersweet cranberry taste that makes you want to that makes you parched. That makes you want to keep drinking. I know the science behind it, and I fold every single time. I'll go through a whole family size bottle of cran grape and give me 2 days. Give me 2 days and it's gone. He played good, just 2 bad plays. Him edit says he played good. I don't know about that. I don't know. What is bro yapping? What am I yapping about? I'm yapping about cran grape. Danny actually was good, but people will react. All right, we're going to get into it, guys. We're going to get into it. So without further ado, let's go over it, man. Let's go. We got enough people in the chat. We talked enough about it. Let's go into it, man. Forgive me as I try to figure out how to work this freaking StreamYard thing, but I'm never on StreamYard. I made a new slide for this. Perfect. You guys know on a KB stream, what can't go wrong will go wrong. So, Don't be surprised if this stream like crashes out of nowhere. All right. I don't hate DJ at all, but that was a good game. Yeah. But that was I don't hate DJ at all, but that was a good game. Do you mean it wasn't a good game? Because you're saying but, so it figured that you're saying something against. If that's playing good, I don't know your definition of bad. Listen, there are young fans who really like Daniel Jones because they're young. They look up to him. That's their quarterback. The same way I looked up to Eli Manning when I was a kid, right? There are young guys like that. I don't understand the older folk, the guys that I love all my Giants fans, all my subscribers. Don't think I'm trying to disrespect any of you guys. Young, old, doesn't matter. But it be the older ones in my comments saying, like, we got to ride with Daniel. We got to ride with him. If you don't support him, get off my family. Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I do understand a little bit of the sentiment because there are people that, like, actively root against Daniel Jones. Bro, there's nothing you can do, bro. There's nothing you can do. He's the quarterback right now. We got people in the chat saying Daniel Jones played good. Actually want to cry. All right, man. Without further ado, let's hand it over to JT O'Sullivan, man. Man, I got to get my mic like that. I know he used the SMB7. I'm not buying no SMB7. I got a K688 right here, and I got to figure out how to mess with the audio to make my mic sound like that, dude. I really do. But I'm going to pull up the comments on my phone so I can look at you guys' comments. And if you guys drop super chats, I don't want to miss it either. Because once I play this video, I'm going to be off the StreamYard app, the StreamYard thing. So, and make sure my volume is down so I don't freaking blow you guys' ears off. Did you guys hear that Chick-fil-A is changing their chicken? That broke my heart. Huh. I think they already changed their chicken and the type of chicken they use. I don't know. That was random. I just saw a Chick-fil-A ad, so that's why I thought about it. Where can I put this that I can see the comments and still watch the video? Hello? All right. I need glasses, bro. I'm getting old, bro. I'm pushing 30. Oh, my God. I'm pushing 30, bro. I used to have 20/20 vision. I used to run extremely fast. Oh, my God. Can you believe on my flag football team, I play center now? Oh, my God. I'm getting old, bro. I electively put myself there, bro. Electively put myself there because I can't be a consistent slot receiver anymore, bro. I can't do it. Bro, my stamina is not there anymore. Just give me the dump offs and let me run, bro, because bro, I gotta get back in conditioning, bro, because bro, I never thought a day would come that I'm on a flag football team and I'm playing center. My God. Let me I'm sorry. Let me put my phone on silent, you know. They be calling me, bro, you know. I'm working right now. Smallest center ever. Hey, the centers are usually the smallest. Centers are smallest on the offensive line. But the good thing is in flag football, the center is also a receiver. It's the same thing, except I'm doing more instead of slant routes, corner routes, out routes, and you know the post route, clear routes, and stuff like that. That's what I used to be doing. Now as a center, I get to just snap the ball. By the way, I'm good at snapping, bro. I can long snap like crazy, but I can snap the ball, and I'm running a flat route. I'm running a quick little bubble. Sometimes my route is I don't even move. I just sit there and wait for the dump off. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'll clear route as a center. But listen, I like my role. Until I get back into shape, I'm not there. By the way, am I delayed? You guys can't tell if I'm delayed. I want to know how badly I'm delayed because you guys are mentioning stuff that I haven't mentioned like in the past. Bro, I'm 32. I'm officially old, bro. I'm pushing 30, bro. All right, let's get to the video, guys. All right, this is JT O'Sullivan. We're talking Daniel Jones, baby. Come on.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Daniel Jones, week 2, preseason.
Can you guys hear?
You know, looked rough highlight-wise.
JT
rough interception-wise. We'll see what it looks like all 22 wise. Locked in, not necessarily fired up. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB school.
He says, I'm not necessarily fired up. What the fuck? Bro, yo, Giants fans are not going to
22 wise. Locked in, not necessarily fired up. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB school.
Bro, is that he's so positive about every video I watch of him watching quarterbacks. Like, all right, he messed up here, but it's okay. You know, he's a young quarterback. He's gonna rip Daniel. He's gonna kill him. You guys hear okay? That's good. All right, let's go into it, bro. By the way, guys, I'm blind reacting to this, okay? I'm blind reacting to this. I have not watched this video at all. I avoid Twitter clips all day because you guys have been posting Twitter clips like crazy, and I've avoided all day. Are you guys okay if I put it on 1.25 speed? Are you guys okay with that? Just so we can try to get through this video a little fast. It's a 33-minute video. I'm going to be stopping. You know what I'm saying? So you guys let me know. Happy Monday, boys. Happy Monday, Joey. All right, let's go. That's a cool freaking intro, by the way.
Daniel Jones.
Why am I nervous?
Rough one here early, especially. We're going to force the ball to the neighbors up top on what I'm used to calling a stop route.
Yeah.
Now, this route, this play never really has a chance. And I'll tell you probably why I think that. It's a nice play from the corner also.
He's staring at him. He's his first read.
I feel like I will, what I'm about to say I've said before, but the drop here really, really hurts this route. And so we shift from 1x3 nub to 2x2. We're going to run a stop route versus, at minimum, middle field closed. I would say it's going to play out like quarters. You know, he's not clouding this thing. He's not engaging this thing. This corner looks like he is looking right at the quarterback. And so when Daniel Jones
and listen, okay, I'm gonna stop this to make sure this is fair use, guys. I'm gonna keep pausing, and we're not gonna watch it the whole way through like it's a freaking like we're in a movie theater, okay? Because I don't want to do that to JT Sullivan. I gotta put my own intake and make sure I'm doing fair use. But what JT O'Sullivan says here is the first thing I look at when I'm watching film is when I'm looking at the defensive coverage, I'm looking at the cornerback's eyes. Okay, usually the cornerback's eyes is going to distinguish. Most of the time, not all the time, you know, I don't want it to be, you know, the absolute rule, but most of the time when you're looking at, you know, what coverage are they in? Are they going to play? Are they playing off man? Are they playing zone? Whatever. Look at the cornerback's eyes. And if they're all looking at the quarterback, it's zone. Okay. They're going to drop back at zone. Usually if they're watching the wide receiver's head, hips, whatever, if they're locked on the wide receiver, usually it's man. Okay. So giving you guys a little bit, I don't know if he's going to mention that, but giving you guys a little bit of a kind of some
Jones goes and does this 3-step drop. And normally you would say 3-step drop. I would think right foot, left foot, right foot. You know, I really, really dislike when the drop for a 3 no hitch is right foot and then left, right, all on top of each other. That to me is an indicator to DBs that we are not throwing the ball down the field. This thing's coming out quick timing. It's either a stop route, it's a quick out, or it's a glance. That's it. Those are the only throws that have this kind of drop. So this corner is never threatened. And in fact, this dude is obviously a dynamic player.
That's something that I learned. So usually if it's a quick 3-step drop, because obviously Stingley is in zone right now. So he's going to be watching Daniel Jones, watching his eyes, watching his read. And, you know, Malik Neighbors is the first read on this play here. So Derek Stingley immediately knew. And that's great that you mentioned that. I didn't even notice that. So Derek Stingley is watching him. Not only is he watching Daniel Jones, he's watching his drop back because, you know, obviously if it's a 3-step drop, it's going to be a little bit of it's going to be a shorter throw. So he's watching the drop back as well. So he knows 3-step drop. It's going to be something quick. And Malik Neighbors is the first read. I'm just going to break on this ball before it's even thrown.
Potentially. But he's got some extreme explosiveness. No way you can sit like this with this guy. No way. Yeah, I almost earmuffed you there, but I didn't.
Manly bands can send you this ring size.
Oh shit, that scared the hell out of me. Yo, RZOB,
sure
shut up. I'll talk when I want
to. Go to
manlybands.com. This is my channel.
Order the size
and
get 20% off your order of $150 or more. It's the easiest decision
Why
you'll ever make.
Why isn't the chat showing up on brother? There we go. Now the chat's showing up. You guys put in the chat. So I.
You're on my train. My engine.
We are authorized to use force.
Is it loud, guys? Is this loud? It's loud for me.
See that drop? What the what? Right, left, right. I mean, he's got 3 feet up and down, all within less than a yard. So it doesn't look. And then watch the corner up top. The corner up top is breaking because he's watching Daniel Jones throw before Neighbors is breaking it. And that hits him in the damn chest. If he could catch, he'd be playing wide receiver, right? Now just imagine if we had a double move on out there and a pump. Oh my God, murder. The dunk. So fortunate right there. Turnover, worthy throw, interceptable, and kind of unfortunate. And again, I think you solve this. I prefer to solve this by saying, hey, the drop needs to be a shuffle and a hitch, or take a real 3-step drop. 1, 2, 3. See how it's all like looks like he's tap dancing?
Very choppy together. It's not clean.
The depth of the route, the depth of the stem is tethered to the depth of the drop. Okay. DBs know that too. The dunk, short drop, sit on it, hit him in the
rush
face.
the throw.
Next one here, 3rd and 6. We're gonna throw a fade up top.
Oh man, this one I'm just gonna guess here because listen, if you guys know anything about fair use and being a content creator, I can't just play the whole video through. Okay, I gotta pause every couple of minutes, give my input to make it fair use. Okay, I don't want to disrespect JT O'Sullivan, bro. But this 3rd and 6, disappointed me from Malik Neighbors. I thought he was gonna fight. I thought he was gonna be a dog and fight through this because this was actually a good throw by Daniel Jones. But let's see how he breaks it down. This was a nice little, like, I don't want to say hole shot because this is cover 1. All right, you got middle field closed, cover 1. You guys can't see my freaking my mouse, right? Can you guys see my mouse? I don't think you guys can see my mouse. It's cover 1, so middle's closed. You got one-on-one coverage. Derek Stingley and Malik Neighbors. Malik actually beats him, and he can't come up with a catch.
3rd and 6 press, middle field closed, man. Oof. That's your dude. It looks like a pretty good throw. Now again, the choice of club here, meaning the type of trajectory you're throwing, might not.
If you guys are wondering why it's fast, I'm playing at 1.25 speed. Okay, that's why these guys look like they're faster than they actually are. Okay, I'm sorry.
Be my favorite, but I mean, it hits him in the damn hand, right? I know everybody's talking about this dude making crazy catches.
That's a good
catch the ball.
Yeah, that's a good throw.
Is his other arm getting grabbed? Catch it twice.
Yeah.
But, it's hard for me to say this is on Daniel Jones. I will say, the way I love the kind of separation he creates here on the fade. It's an easier catch if you throw with a little bit of touch.
That's exactly what I was saying, John Doe. That's exactly what I was saying. The Giants are looking for every opportunity to go deep in the preseason. I don't think they're going to be doing that in the regular season. But I noticed when I was watching film, every time a team, whether it be the Lions or the Texans, were showing man coverage, middle close, cover 1, right? Every time they were showing cover 1, they were going deep. Every time they show cover 1, they were going deep.
But again, he's got to navigate this middle field player. He can't throw it so high that this guy can come over here and make a play on it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, the bummer part about it is you throw a contested ball over here, it doesn't get hooked up. You come down here, and if you would have worked down
it's
here,
like a whole shot.
Easy first down.
It's like trying to throw in a hole shot, even though the middle's closed, right? It's not like cover 2 where you have to throw like the gap in a cover 2 is right in the sweet spot, right where that black arrow is at, right? That's that gap in the cover 2. However, even though it is middle closed, you still have only so much time before that safety reacts, if he's a good safety and how fast he is, to that ball, and he's now playing double coverage. You have to still fit it in a gap. It's not completely open downfield.
Okay. We're not here to kind of make those kind of like what if plays. I like the decision. You might not like the ball. Look at the drop. This is my kind of drop here. Shuffle drop, tight hitch, get it up. That's what I would like to see on that stop route. Got some Devontae Adams there up top with that release. That's crafty, bro. When you jump out like that and go out, ooh. Everything but the final catch. I know he makes some great catches here later.
I gotta work on, when I watch film, I have to work on looking at the quarterback's footwork, because former quarterbacks, JT O'Sullivan, like, he really emphasizes
the game, but
drop backs and the footwork on the drop back. I really have to distinguish what is a good drop back. I can see it for the most part, but I want to get to his knowledge, to see what is a perfect drop back for this play. What is a perfect drop back for this concept or in a certain timing, you know what I mean?
3rd and 6. This one would have helped us get going in the right direction.
Let me take this out. I had this here the whole time.
Nice throw.
You guys
Here's
didn't tell me anything.
Here's the absolute, dumpster fire. Can't have it. All those things. And I think when you watch all 22, at the end of the day, you still can't have it. It's still a dumpster fire.
Let me take
It's
it
one of
off.
those things where this is a bad play, and I'll show you why it's a bad play. You can't make a bad play a disaster, and that's what Daniel Jones does here. Now, I think he's probably trying to throw it away, and it's an even worse feeling when you try to throw it away and it ends up being a pick six. For me here, this is whatever this is deep, whether it's a pylon or post, it doesn't really matter. We're trying to get the ball to this kind of deep crosser. Okay, and again, neighbors, great. Now, how you could maybe do this a little bit better, you could have some movement. There's different ways to be able to make this a little bit easier. But this is first of all, it's a penalty. It should be a penalty. This is beyond 5 yards. He's collisioning him. Okay, welcome to the NFL. Then he goes under. So you can tell he gets rattled that he gets hit here. Then he goes under the linebacker on like a deep cross like this, which to me, Daniel Jones is waiting, trying to throw this ball, but then he goes under it. So he makes it unnecessarily difficult after this initial surge.
I like that he's mentioning this here. I will defend Malik Neighbors a little bit because on another play, there was another play. I don't know if he's going to touch on it later. Malik Neighbors, I think, understands now that he messed up on this play in particular, that he went under the linebacker, because I hope he goes over it. But Malik Neighbors actually does like a deep crosser, a much deeper cross, and he does his best to get over the linebacker. But that linebacker dropped back so far. He even made he even jabbed inside prematurely to try to get that. I don't even think it was a linebacker. I think it was like a safety or something like that. I think it was this guy right here, on the pink. But I think to be fair to Malik Neighbors, I think he learned from this right here that he's going over.
And again, if you were saying Daniel Jones, how could you do this a little bit better? As soon as he does you dirty like this by going under the backer, you just got to throw it at the feet of the check down, especially with where you are on the field. So watch this route from Neighbors up top. So first of all, he's late as hell off the ball, less worrying about your gloves. Okay, watch the ball snapped.
Damn, he is no bullshit. He is no bullshit. He's like, you pay attention to your damn gloves. I don't care who you are, Malik Neighbors. You're late off the snap. What are you watching your gloves for?
Look at him. Still not moving. Still not moving. Look at both receivers.
No bullshit, bro.
What
yeah, you're right.
Receiver.
I didn't even know.
Go. Then he gets hit. Boom. Collision. Okay, again, watch the safety. The safety moves in and collisions it. That's beyond 5 yards. That's a fucking penalty, man. Now, again, it's preseason for the refs too.
Another thing that I don't like about Malik Neighbors is he's not the best, like, crispiest route runner, right? Like, watch him. I'm gonna mute this real quick. Watch him. Here, we're doing our own film study right now, Malik Neighbors style. Watch him run this dig route. Look how wide and rounded this is. I did my film on Malik Neighbors. I'm going to drop a video on it soon, but I'm kind of glazing him. But I'm not really going over his negatives. This is negative here. Okay, watch him make this cut. This is Malik Neighbors, the way he runs his routes. This is not just, it's just this play, Kid Blue. It's just a crossing route. This is what he doesn't run. Those in-breaking routes look exactly like this all the time. But he is savvy at running routes. He'll stem inside. He'll stack a defensive back before he plants and kicks outside. He did it on his out route, the first reception he had. But he even rounded that route out. Like, he doesn't run the crispiest route, and it allows guys like this safety right here to, like, flatten out with him. You know what I'm saying? It's not concise. Like, it's not precise. I'm sorry. That's how he runs his routes. So, I mean, take what you will. I'm no JT Sullivan, but, I know a little bit of film when I know someone that can run routes and he can run routes. He's a good route runner. He's savvy with it, but he's not technical with the cut. He's not really
5 yards. That's a fucking penalty, man. Now, again, it's preseason for the refs too.
Look,
Dunk.
that's just a bad
under the
big
backer.
route.
So Daniel Jones wants to throw it. It's gonna be if he can get by this guy. So he's got to avoid this and get here. It's a big hit. it's a big hit. I mean, we're set. This is made to order. Can't go out there and run the route for you too. I get it. You're a rookie. They're rookies. They're learning, but I mean, you can't get knocked backwards like this.
I like that he doesn't glaze a guy like.
And then again, right here,
showing accountability.
You got to throw this ball at the feet of the check down. So Daniel Jones, no neighbor screws you. Feet check down. And then right here, absolutely.
I don't know why he pumped it. I don't know why he pumped it.
Oh, Jesus.
That wouldn't have
two opportunities to kind of not make it a disaster from Jones. I can't handle the fixing the gloves, not getting off the line of scrimmage.
Yo, I like this guy.
No, feet check down, throw it away, throw it away, throw it away, throw it away, throw it away. Oh my God. Next one here. Neighbors again, this time to the bottom.
Perfect. All right. Watch this, guys. Watch what I'm talking about. Okay. This is going to be an out route. Malik Neighbors does a great job stacking the defensive back. Right there. I look like they're showing cover 4 right now, right? Stacking the defensive back inside and then plants outside, creates a lot of separation to get open for this ball. But look how wide and rounded this out route is. Like, it's not crisp at all, and he never runs crispy routes like that.
Circus, deep out.
Look how wide that is.
It's a nice catch on the sideline. You know, again, a better ball makes life easier for everybody here. It's not a terrible throw. I would love if he was lined up at the top.
You could see more how rounded this route is. Okay, listen, I know it's a little too rounded because he's stacking, inside.
Bro, I would love if he was lined up at the top.
I don't know, man.
That's a nice contested catch on the sideline. Well done.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I wish Malik Neighbors would cut a lot more, like, sharp. Right? I wish he would do that a lot more. Add that to his arsenal.
He was lined up at the top.
But that's a great catch.
It's a nice contested catch on the sideline. Well done. Now, the thing to, if I'm going to get on someone, I'm also going to point out what I think is really nice. The ability to keep your stride and accelerate through this outcut. This is world class. Okay? That part of it is no doubt special. Again, quarterback wise, not the easiest thing in the world to do. Play fake, come back, get lined up. So be lined up to your target to make this throw easier so you don't have to throw this thing back in the middle and he's got to make a circus catch. So again, first let's watch the route to the bottom. Watch him accelerate through the round. So keep his stride. There's no choppiness, right? There's no, it's all stride and accelerate. He's running away. He keeps that full speed run away. Mm-hmm. And it's essentially a bracket. It's essentially 2-on-1 on both receivers.
Yo, your kids are on their way.
I bet. Hey, Meta, look and tell me how many balloons could fill this room.
I feel like
Go up and get it really nice.
I feel like JC's about to shut me up right here. Am I saying the wrong thing? Stemming? I guess he's stemming. Isn't it the same thing as stacking isn't stacking when you're trying to get the defensive back to, like, stay where he's at when you're stacking up right like above him, right? Isn't that what stacking is? I feel like that's what I learned. When you're stacking the receiver, you're trying to create some sort of leverage. You're trying to keep him up top of you before you break out. The stem is the route. He's stemming inside, but he's also stacking the defensive back. He's also trying to stack him up.
Tough catch.
He's trying to keep him away from biting, right? He's trying to keep him away from the outside. So he's going to stack him inside.
Now, Daniel.
I don't think I'm wrong there.
Go up and get it. Really nice. Tough catch. Now, Daniel Jones wise, going to your left. You hear me say this all the time, to the left. Get lined up. So right there, he's at the back of his drop. His feet are lined up to throw to the guy on the right. Eventually, he gets there, right there. That's what I want you to be at the top of the drop. So you got to really work yourself over to that first read. One hitch late, behind us. Now it's a contested catch. Next one here, 2nd and 15. Nice to see a healthy Daniel Jones using his legs. Again, I think of him as kind of a pretty good, sneaky athlete. Get upfield, protect yourself. Not necessarily making it look graceful by any means. Like, get down, protect yourself. Again, to me, not lined up to the left. Nice job getting back to his base. I actually think he, and again, it's almost impossible for us to kind of know for sure what's going on here. But I would say that this play is supposed to be kind of like a scissors sail. Normally, it's with what I would say is a post over the top. And then,
does anybody know what software he's using to watch to watch film and draw on it? Does anybody know what software he's using? Because I want to implement that to my film sessions, because I got to use my mouse, or I got to screenshot it, put it into Microsoft Paint, and draw it out myself as like a screenshot. Does anybody know what software he's using? Any film like junkies out there?
and usually this thing is tethered to a backside in, and you read this thing left to right. This route to me muddies the whole picture. So he comes up and it's almost so flat of a post or an in that it like muddies the sail or the corner. So I think if he had to do this, if he didn't have to run here, or if he didn't feel the run.
What he's saying is very true, but I feel like they did a good job in getting over each other. Like, I think that's Bellinger right there. He gets right under Hyatt, and I don't think they didn't run into each other at all.
He probably for sure comes back and hits this.
Oh, this is the play. This is the play that Malik Neighbors goes all the way up here on this dig and gets behind. Like he first tries to jab inside.
This is there. This is a nice outside route. I don't love it from a condensed split. Condensed split to me just closes the window on that in up top, but it gets over there a little quicker too. So you kind of get the reverse side of it. So watch that route to the bottom. See how, how tight they are?
That's not it.
That's not spacing you see in the league very often.
But they didn't run into each other. I would
guess 13 is not running the correct route or angle. You get a nice base, and then you can see the time.
What was wrong about this? I'm not the former quarterback. I don't ever claim to be some aficionado on this beautiful game of football. But I feel like I didn't see a problem when I was watching it. I feel like they cut very close to each other, but it's not like there was going to be a throw at the base of this cut. So if he wasn't going to throw this at the base of this cut, I feel like he was going to wait until that second window opened up in the middle if he was going to throw it to Hyatt at all.
I don't like the Sale or the Seattle.
This is perfect spacing. Maybe I'm wrong. I guess I am wrong, because if he says I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I actually wrote in my notes that I liked that route concept, because especially if they're running man, if they're running, well, it depends if they can even beat the press. If Jalen Hyatt can't beat press, but if they were running man, that can get the corners just completely confused, open up Jalen Hyatt, in the middle. And if you have that safety lingering around somewhere, you have time to throw this, Maybe I'm wrong.
Now it's tight coverage and he's hand fighting the whole way.
Let's run that.
They're going to be physical with that dude.
Having your routes that close together lets one DB cover two guys. True, but if you think of concepts, like my favorite concept, right? Because I play a lot of flag football, we run this a lot. The mesh concept, right? The mesh concept is one of my favorite concepts because it's so versatile. You can use it in any. You could kind of customize it. You could run a mesh, but then have a sit in the middle when you're facing up against zone coverage, or if you have straight up man coverage, or even press man, and they're shading outside, and you just hit that, plant your leg inside, and both of you drag. You guys can send those cornerbacks into it. Oh, so sorry. You guys can send those cornerbacks into each other if they're following, right? If they're not, if they're playing man. There are a lot of concepts like that, rub routes and stuff like that. There are a lot of concepts that have routes kind of crossing each other, So I don't know. You look at the dagger concept, right? You got that clear out, and as soon as you clear out, you got another dig right underneath that can get the corners kind of, especially if you time it right, I can get the corners kind of, out of the way, right? Yeah, all these route concepts are designed to create space and confusion with the coverage that you're seeing. So what you're saying is kind of true, John Doe, but at the same time, if you run it correctly, you can get those corners, you can deceive those corners and get them confused and not know where to go, or even have them running into each other. I've seen that so many times on film, especially with good route runners. Maybe I'm wrong here. I thought that was good spacing there. I know it's tight spacing. I know. But when you have a post and a corner next to each other, I mean, that's what you're going to see. No?
But Daniel Jones does a nice job striding out. Just get down and protect yourself. Don't take any sort of hit. Again, is he lined up to the left?
Glorious King is crazy.
No. Okay, his hips and shoulders are, but his feet are not.
Who are we looking at?
So
Wait. Who are we looking at?
Don't
Daniel
take
Jones?
any sort of hit. Again, is he lined up to the left? No. Okay, his hips and shoulders are, but his feet are not. So he eventually gets there, sort of. Nice base work through the read. So you can see here the timing of this thing. So we're trying to get it to 82 on the sail. No, in, backside. There it is. So, he sees that thing part and just takes it himself. Next one here, second interception. I
already know what this is going to be. Good. It was a good release. Jalen Hyatt, I feel like, beat him. I actually want to see what he's going to say here, because why did Carl Banks, shout out to Carl Banks, Giants Hall of Fame linebacker. He's great. Love Carl Banks. Why did Carl Banks, that I hear on Twitter, that on the broadcast, he said this needed to be a back shoulder throw? How on earth are you looking at a cover one, man coverage, obviously cover one? You have the safety who's trailing you. Why would you throw this back shoulder? Derek Stingley was trailing you. Derek Stingley was like at least a yard behind Jalen Hyatt. He was out of there. Why would you throw this? Why would you want to throw it inside to the back shoulder? Why would you not throw it like how you should throw a 9 route all the way downfield and on the outside shoulder of the receiver? And I know we can get it. How is this play any different from a typical deep route? I don't know. I want to hear JT explain this, because Carl Banks said Daniel Jones threw it correctly. That's what I heard. I heard Carl Banks said he threw it correctly. Oh, another ad. All right. JT making money here, man. He got to add every 2 minutes. All right, let's see this.
This is a nice play from Terrell. 24 had himself a first half. Pretty damn impressive ball skills.
He said Terrell. I think he means AJ Terrell on the Falcons. It looks like Falcons uniform, but this is Derek Stingley, my guy.
I don't know what necessarily to say here, other than the fact that
that's a terrible ball. That's a terrible ball. I don't know how I saw people defending this on Twitter. Hold on. Let me mute this real quick so I can. I don't know. Hopefully he talks about footwork or something like that I don't understand. I don't feel like it was late. I feel like the timing was there. I didn't see a problem with the footwork. This ball just did not get there. It's way underthrown. Look at it. You can already see them slowing down for it. It's way underthrown. And look at, oh my God, it's right there for him. Look at all of this space. Look where the safety is at. Why did this have to be such a on the rope throw? I even mentioned it in my video. He threw it so on the rope, like it was a bullet pass, and like you held down the B button when you threw the ball for a bullet pass. Like, why'd you do that? He's not wide open to throw it on a rope like that. All right, let me take it off of mute.
Again, the ball's a little flat.
Very flat.
I don't think he ever wins outside, but I don't know where you would want to go with the ball here. This is very, what's the right word here?
Are you saying not to throw it at all?
For me, 1x3 nub, and 7-person protection. So essentially, this side of the field.
The fuck does 1x3 nub mean? Does nub mean there's nobody here and you got the tight end? It's 1x3 with a tight end here. Is that what nub means? Never heard that terminology before.
Is dead. And you just don't see this very often unless you know it's like zero pressure or something. Like I don't know.
He means outside back shoulder, not inside back shoulder. Needs to be on the sideline. Well, but the thing is, John Doe, why does it need to be a back shoulder throw? Why? Throw it like you're throwing a 9 route in front of the receiver to the outside shoulder. That's the typical way you throw a ball. I feel like I would have took my chances with Jalen Hyatt there. because Derek Stingley was trailing a bit, but this ball was so flat and it was inside and was bulleted.
To me, it's high school-y. So then
it's the preseason, JT. It's the preseason. I will say it is the preseason. They're gonna run a little bit of vanilla, route concepts and stuff like that, and vanilla play calling. So I get it's a little high schooly, but some respect in my guy Brian Dable. I'm just playing. I love you.
This route, something in the flat, and then a go out here. I mean, where do you want the ball to go? I guess. Yeah, sure. You would love.
I think the plan was to clear out with this. I think this is Wandale right here. To clear out with Wandale, have that safety drag just enough attention to give Jalen Hyatt one-on-one. Because I feel like Daniel Jones knew that's where he was going. That's why he looked left and threw right. Right? He looked left, tried to get that safety away from Jalen Hyatt as much as possible, and throws right. Okay. Why did my stream shut off? Am I good? Am I good, guys? On stream? You guys watching me? I'm watching on my phone and it just like lagged. All right. But like I said, I don't know what he's going to say here, but when I was watching the film, I feel like this play was designed to have Wandale distract this safety for just enough time to give one-on-one coverage to Jalen Hyatt here and not have to worry about the safety creeping up, because Jalen Hyatt, when he goes deep, is going to attract safety attention. For having Wandale go down here is going to help with that.
Love to win. Sure, I would probably love to throw more of a traditional like Russell Wilson.
Is that Wandale? That's not Wandale. That's not Wandale, is it? He looks too tall. Is that Wandale? He looks too tall.
And go ball that like leaves the screen, hits the rafters and drops it down on him.
I'm doubting myself right now.
This is rough.
I know that's Jalen because he got the high shoulder pads. Like I know that's Jalen. Jalen got some long limbs and high shoulder pads.
Team for me as much as anything. Well, where do you want it to go?
That is Wandale.
Look, where? There's nowhere to go with the ball.
You're right. I mean, Stingley's on him.
I actually don't think it's a.
Yo, Stingley is such a good corner, bro. Oh my God, look at his footwork, bro. He doesn't give the inside at all. Does not even give Jalen Hyatt a chance to jab inside at all, and is already ready. Look at the way he's opening up his hips already. The confidence he has to just give him the outside and say, "Run your route, bro. I'm right there with you." Like that's just being a good cornerback.
Oh, fuck!
Look at this.
I actually don't think it's a terrible decision. I just think the ball choice, the club choice, is flat.
Yeah,
and you don't have to be like you could.
I think this was a preconceived read. I think this was a preconceived play to Jalen Hyatt. It was Jalen Hyatt or bust. That's what I think, because there's no other way I could. I'm with JT on this. There's no other way I could have distinguish who is the read here, right? Because two deep routes on the same side on cover one. I mean, I'm just assuming Wandale is there to eat that safety up and force one-on-one coverage, and you have a short route here to keep this guy at bay, and so you're giving one-on-one coverage to Stingley and Hyatt.
The club
I think that's what it was for.
Is flat when you don't have to be. Like you could throw that thing, a traditional go ball to the back pylon.
What did I say? What did I say? I did not pre-watch this. What did I say? You could have thrown it like any other 9 route. You could have thrown it like any other 9 route. This wasn't any different than any other 9 route.
It's a hell of a play from 24. That's a nice play. I don't think it's the end of the world there, interception-wise.
But
they get the ball at the 2.
They scored on this drive, bro. CJ Stroud literally got down at the 1, and they scored on that drive.
But what are we doing scheme-wise here? You just don't see this in the league. At least I'm not familiar with seeing a whole lot of 1x3 nub, 7-person
the fuck is a nub
protection like this, closing down one side of the field. All right, next one here. Let the bounce back begin. Go ball up top. This time we throw with a little bit more touch. We'll all go 2x2. The logo, if you will.
Darius Slayton he's gotten so good as a route running. You can tell the difference between Jalen Hyatt and Darius Slayton. Jalen Hyatt is not there with his releases. Jalen Hyatt is not there with his route running at all. Not even the deep routes, okay? He can't create separation off snap like he can. I know this is not a good corner, okay? Derek Stingley is not in the game anymore, but Darius Slayton does this in the regular season. Look at it. Look at this release. It's not necessarily a split release because he does take a step forward.
Go ball up top. This time we throw with
Look at that. Off rip.
A little bit more touch.
Off rip. He's open right now. He's open. He's open for business. Darius Slayton, man, he really, really loved his progression in the NFL, bro. From a 5th round pick that did not run great routes, 50% catch rate, everything. I mean, got to give it to him. Look at this.
All go 2x2. The logo, if you will.
It's underthrow, though.
Much better ball. Nice job not throwing at 24. Good timing. Nice rhythm. It's beautiful. So, he certainly can do it over the top. Old school solo right formation here. If you're a fan of the channel, you've probably heard me in the past say, I don't love play fakes to throw outside deep balls, like outside the numbers. I just think it makes life unnecessarily difficult. Why it's less of a big deal for me here is because
I do it in Madden all the time, JT. So I say you're wrong.
If you're working the seams, I love the play fake because we're trying to manipulate these guys.
Yeah, John.
So when you call the play, you don't know where it's going to go. Outside, inside, seams. Who knows what the shell is going to be. So if you're working the seams, I love the play fake. If you're not working the seams, I would prefer the flexibility drop wise to just take a drop and let it rip. So middle field closed, man, easy to see. I mean, that's as simple as it gets. Man free.
JT's making a bag, bro. JT's making a bag, bro. I don't hate the hustle. It's a great video. I don't hate the hustle. It's a great video.
Throw, nice pass protection. Again, better touch, better club choice, better trajectory, accurate deep ball. Everything except getting in the end zone. So you can see just that little flash fake. It's just not for me. But if you were working the seams, great.
If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like the video. Like the stream. Like the stream. Everybody stop what you're doing right now. Like the stream if you guys are enjoying it. Let me share this out. So I can do more of these. Let me know that you guys like these and I could do more reaction streams in the future, especially if JT doing it, bro. Especially if JT's doing it for Giants related, of course. So like the stream, everybody.
Great rhythm, no wasted movement. Hitch, get it up, drop it in the bucket. Next one here, we're gonna naked keeper.
I'm surprised he didn't comment on it still being a little low still.
We're working the seams.
Because this could have been a touchdown. I'm not complaining. I'm not one of those guys that's going to sit there and bitch and moan about it. But this could have been a touchdown. This could have been a passing touchdown for Daniel Jones and not have been a 1 yard rushing touchdown.
Great rhythm, no wasted movement. Hitch, get it up, drop it in the bucket. Next one here. We're going to naked keeper to the left. Nice job by Daniel Jones. Flipping this thing, flipping his hips, getting the ball out. Again, I feel like I say this at least once a week, if not damn near every other video. This is not my favorite naked keeper to get someone in the flat. I will also say that I would bet a lot of money that someone's in the wrong here at tight end as well. So first here, watch the theatrics. Yeah, I get it's preseason, but just watch the theatrics here. He's going to point.
I mentioned that the theatrics by Malik Neighbors too. Look at his body language. It almost looked like, oh damn, I have to run block. Boom, I'm going out. I like to see that from Malik Neighbors.
Like, hey, you got to block this guy. Get in here and dig him out.
Yeah.
Neighbors is going to go, oh, yeah, I got him. Okay, I'll come down here and dig him out. And then he comes out here and runs like this, slow flat.
I mentioned that in my video.
Again, on these naked keepers, someone's in the flat, someone's on the over, someone's deep. What happens here, one of these tight ends probably should be getting to the corner. Instead, they're slowing it. So they probably make a mistake. And now they're running their slow corner, and they're in the same lane as the over. So the spacing, again, funky. My thing here, and this is just philosophically, okay? So you come at me sideways, like I'm not going to be your team's coach or play caller ever, so relax. Philosophically, I don't ever really understand having all these people, we're faking, all to just raise up and throw like a shitty,
little out, yeah.
Earmuffs me there if you're with your kids, flat. So where all these people are moving, we're doing all this fake to just come out here
5 yards
and throw a same side flat.
Yeah.
You could easily just put him right here, put someone else out here, run a slant, and throw the flat like that.
That makes a lot more sense because it's not like you're going to have this corner completely bite, right? It's not like you're going to have this corner because you have the motion inside, right? You have Malik Neighbors. Watch when they snap the ball. Malik Neighbors like points his hips inside like he's about to run block, but then kicks outside. You're not going to get this cornerback to completely get off of Malik Neighbors and play the run from the backside, right? So that would have made a lot more sense to have the slant, right? Like 5-yard slant. And have the kind of a check and release, right? A little bit of a fake block, zone blocking, to the right, and then release. Because then you're eating. If this is man coverage, which it looks like it is, you're eating up this cornerback. He's running that slant. This is going to be wide open. This is going to be up to this linebacker or this edge defender to get out there to the flat. So that JT is on the nose here. On the nose. I said the same thing. I don't think I mentioned it in my video because I was just glazing Malik Neighbors because it's a video about Malik Neighbors, not really a film review. But, I even thought about that when I was looking at it. Like, why is he by himself and they ran play action? They rolled out for a quick out. And it didn't go anywhere.
Doesn't make sense to me.
It didn't go anywhere.
This guy's never threatened like, oh shit, I'm going to go make this tackle back here. Like, it's just poor design. But again, we're feeding this guy. We're trying to get him touches, see what he can do.
My mouse.
Watch the theatrics. There it is. Point. Sorry. Yeah, get in here. Dig him out. Yeah, you got him. Okay, I got you, dog. Yeah, I got him. Fake.
Lazy now, I guess.
Dig him out.
When you own a business, your tasks are never ending.
Damn, JT! We just had an ad 2 seconds ago. My God, give me some of your AdSense from this video.
The job done.
Flexi
Another
7 is the best ergonomic chair for work from home.
He can't control that. He can't control that. I don't know why. I don't know. YouTube is balling, bro. YouTube must be making a profit right now because they're throwing double ads on ad spots, bro. When I put my ads on my videos, I'm getting double ads too. I'm not putting it there on purpose. But shout out to JT. Shout out to JT. I'm just playing. Make your money, JT. Make your money, my man. It's just that the ad volume is so freaking high from the actual video. It just blows my ears. Pause. Is that forget it. Forget it.
And again, you can see that tight end and over kind of in the same area. You never run a bluff corner like that. That's never going to get open. So 47 just probably runs the wrong route if I had to guess. Regardless, a lot of moving parts for a 2-yard completion. You can watch the tight end. He's like, I'm going to block. Oh.
Yeah, he's on a why is Theo Johnson the is that called an inline tight end? Why is he the tight end on the inside and he's running the check release rather than Bellinger running the check and release? He's on the outside. Why is he running the check and release?
Oh no, I got the corner. Damn.
Why? What the hell?
Catch, tackle, nothing burger. Next one, 3rd and 5. These are the types of reps to me that make me more nervous about Daniel Jones than maybe even the interceptions. Now, obviously,
this was a solid throw. I love this throw. It was anticipation.
Bad play, a disaster. That's never going to work.
A bad throw.
But right here, this should come out on time. And
was it not on time? Am I bugging? When I watched the all 22, it looked like Wandale just got freed up like right now. Unless he wants him to throw it more anticipation and kind of time to throw, like throw it before, throw him open, right? I guess maybe, but I didn't complain about this throw at all. I thought it was great. I thought Wandale should have stood on his feet.
It's a trait that I really dislike tagging people with, but right here, I think it's a good indication of making things harder than they have to be. This is open on time. And so again, lots of teams run this variation.
Yeah.
This is essentially a glorified clear or out. We're trying to get the ball right here. It's almost always tethered to what I'm used to calling a gather shallow. So you run at the inside backer and run across. Then we're trying to get the ball right here on this little like fan, choice, option, angle, short post, whatever the hell you want to call it. This is where the ball is designed to go.
Yeah, right there. He threw it
there on time. Throw it. Throw it. He's either playing it too quick, not seeing it. It's looking muddy.
I'm so confused.
This is not hard. 3rd and 5.
Angle.
Boom.
Boom.
You can see him go to throw it, right? He's throwing it. Throw it. If you throw it right there, it's got a chance for some significant yak. It's on time. It's well designed. Why are we not throwing it? So, no, he eventually gets back to it, but it's eventually.
Well, yeah, he threw it on the opposite hash. That ball came out to the left hash. Okay, I get your point. At the same time, though, even though he waited for the second window, right? He threw this ball. He didn't throw it on the first window, right? The first window's right here. He threw it on the second window after he passed this linebacker. After it passed the linebacker on Malik Neighbors right now, because you guys can't see my mouse. He threw it in the second window, but it was still open. Like, it didn't close. And Wan'Dale falling was not due to Daniel Jones being late with it.
Throwing it. Throw it. If you throw it right there, it's got a chance for.
I think he hesitated because of this middle linebacker on Malik Neighbors. This middle linebacker didn't even react on time. He reacted slowly. Jones probably thought that linebacker was gonna cut off Wan'Dale. Look at the linebacker here.
For some significant yak. It's on time. It's well designed.
Boom. I don't know if Jones thought that linebacker was going to cut off Wan'Dale. He was waiting for the window to completely open. Or maybe he thought this corner that's on Wan'Dale right now was going to jump the route. He should have thrown the ball. You're right. He should have thrown the ball. But I think it was inconsequential to the result. I don't think this really affected the result at all. Wan'Dale fell. Look at all the green he had on this angle.
Why are we not throwing it? So, no, he eventually gets back to it, but it's eventually a diving catch from a 10-yard throw. These are the type of throws that are just it.
But it was on
this,
brother. Listen, I'm not trying to start no beef with JT. I'm asking questions. I'm just asking questions. Look at this. I don't like playing screenshot film studies, okay? But there's no way I can do slow-mo on this YouTube thing right now. But I'm gonna do this. Right? All right, he waits for the second window. He hesitates. Oh, wait, but look at this. Look at this defensive lineman jumping up in front of. Did he not see that? Hold on. This defensive lineman just jumped up in his face. Is that why he didn't throw it? That's why he didn't throw it. JT. This defensive lineman is already in the air. That's why he didn't throw it. Did JT miss this? I feel like JT missed that. The defensive lineman just cut this off. He had to wait for the second window. And at the same time, Wan'Dale making a diving catch was not Daniel Jones' fault. This ball is on the numbers. Wan'Dale just caught it with his body because Wan'Dale does that. Because Wan'Dale doesn't catch with his hands. He catches with his body. I feel like JT just missed that. I don't know if JT's in the chat. JT himself was in the chat earlier, but before the stream started, I don't know if he's still in the chat. I don't know if he wants to chime in the comments. But listen, I'm all for accountability, right? I'm not here trying to defend anybody, all right? I'm not here to try to defend Daniel Jones. But at the same time, this is why I didn't really care when I watched this on film myself because, like, it was inconsequential. Like, sure, could he have thrown it right here? Okay, he's rewinding. All right, cut. No, that defensive lineman is waiting for him to. Nah, man, I don't know. He cut him off. This defensive lineman cut him off. And Wan'Dale is a midget, okay? I can say that I'm part of the midget community, all right? I'm part of the midget community, all right? The short kings. We like to call ourselves the short kings because we don't like the word midget. We are short kings. So I can say that, right? Wan'Dale is tiny. You're not going to see him on this freaking defensive lineman that's jumping up in the air. He had to wait for that second window. I thought it was because of the linebacker. I feel like JT just missed that. Let me see if he mentions that, but I feel like he legitimately missed that.
Back to it, but it's eventually a diving catch from a 10-yard throw.
Not his fault. Wandale just catches with his body. Wandale does not catch with his hands. I will tell you that. He's a former running back. All right, you don't catch.
These are the type of throws that are just this just isn't quite good enough. Now it's not a diving catch. He could probably catch it and keep his feet, but it's not right on him either, and it's not on time. Next one here.
I don't know. That left a bad taste in my mouth. I don't know how I felt about that one, JT. I don't know how I felt about that one, JT, to be honest with you.
This is a bummer. This is a Sky Mail check down here to the bottom for me. So we put that thing into the Gatorade.
Yeah.
There are a few things here.
He does that often.
For me, I actually like the design of this play. I think this is another example of 9 kind of learning what the NFL expectations are for certain routes as well. So first, let's just talk what this is. Whether this is a post or a go, it doesn't really matter. We're trying to get the ball here on this sail or Seattle, this corner. Okay, we've got the fast 4 motion or fast 3 motion this way. Running this, it's tagged with like drive on the backside.
Jack Gloria. What's going on, Jack Gloria? Off topic, but Malik is more talented than Odell. I'll be honest with you. I think that's cap. I'll be honest with you. I think that's cap. If you watched Odell in his rookie season, the way he was on the field, he was captivating. Like I didn't understand why this man wasn't taken in the top 5 of the draft. That captivating. Malik Neighbors is a dog. He's obviously stronger than Odell ever was. But as far as a route running ability, his hands, it's just, I don't think Malik Neighbors comes close. I think Malik Neighbors is a dog. I think he's great. I don't think he's more talented than Odell, to be honest with you. But thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. I read those immediately, as fast as I can.
Fine. So we're up, running that probably basic. And then here's 9 right here. Okay, for me here, this is a drive or shallow. And what that means is as we come across, so as we run this thing across, versus man, you want to keep running.
You're running zone, you sit.
Man.
Zone, you
versus
sit.
Zone, you want to settle up outside the tackle box.
Exactly what I said about the mesh concept. When you have 2 drag routes like that, with the mesh concept, you're going to have, usually if you're running zone, you want to have at least one of those drag routes sitting on zone. But if it's man, you go the whole way through.
So, and there's many coaching points here, but the one that I look the best is if you're looking, you're booking, meaning don't look at the quarterback until you get over here. Once you get over here, if you look at the quarterback and you're running, you got to keep running. If you want to settle up versus zone, get over here, settle up. So for me here, the ball should go here on a settle up zone shallow, but it's not there.
My man putting the whole rainbow there.
He kind of just keeps drifting and he's going to get destroyed. So the flat defender, if you think the flat defender takes this away, okay, you're the decision maker. You don't like it? Get through the read. The read would tell me to come back to here. He's not running what I would consider the right route. He's running the man iteration of it. Now, do I love the idea being that, and the reason I dislike it versus zone like this is because this Seattle corner, this shallow, if you keep running, and this, these are like threatening the same area for me.
Yeah.
But if he runs it correctly, where he comes across and stops,
corner defending 2 routes.
Now it's putting significant stress on the zone defense. So let's watch this flat defender. First, watch him move with the fast 3 motion. So as we go this way, he's going to move. Does he get enough depth to take this sales corner away?
So I guess what we're looking at is like if this safety's coming down, if that slot corner has the flat there, that means we're looking at they're showing 2. Wait, let me see where they come out in.
If yes,
2.
Then let's get right back here to the zone, shallow or drive. Now he doesn't run it correctly. That makes the whole thing muddy. Another reason why you got to read this thing correctly is if it's zone and you keep running, well, then now we've got 2 guys kind of in the same area, not what we want design wise. So just little things.
Run the play, JT.
Kind of see this thing, how it could have played out. Watch the adjustment to motion. The flat defender down here bounces. Do we like the corner?
So is this quarters? They're running quarters here, right? Yeah.
No. Okay.
Cover 4.
No problem with that. Get down to the shallower the drive. No. Again, the drive needs to make the right decision. To me, he looks indecisive. His head's all over the place. Doesn't look like he's running 100 miles an hour. And now we're throwing checkdowns into the Gatorade. And again, me saying that Neighbors doesn't run the route the way that I would want.
Yo, this has to stop. This has to stop. This has to stop. My ears are going to bleed. It has to stop. Stop.
Doesn't put Daniel Jones off the hook here for throwing this thing, into the front row. Next one here. All right, we got 93 seconds left, second quarter, 3rd and 10. Beautiful job from Daniel Jones working the deep curl up top, mirrored curls by the number 1. Great pocket movement. Subtle move to your left, drive it down the field, throw a strike, big 3rd down conversion. This is outstanding from Daniel Jones. Watch the subtle movement to his left, keeps his base, stays.
Oh, that is that's what frustrates me about Jones. The footwork could be there. The accuracy could be there. The arm strength could be there. The decision making could be there. It's just not consistent. Like that type of footwork is exactly the footwork that we saw against Carolina in that preseason game. That we thought that, oh my God, the Giants are back. We are so back last year, right? With Darren Waller and Daniel Jones, and they went right down the field and scored, right? In the first drive. And Daniel Jones was putting up footwork that looked just like
this. Is outstanding from Daniel Jones. Watch the subtle movement to his left, keeps his base, stays on time, throws a
manipulated the pocket to complete the pass and buy more time. Why don't we see this more on a consistent basis for Daniel Jones? Why?
Strike. Outstanding. We're going to get the mirrored routes. Both number 1s are running these deep zone curls.
Deep curls, yep.
The guy up top actually stumbles coming out of it.
Yeah, Malik.
Nice job from Daniel Jones. Moving off the landmark, not bailing, not getting out of there. Okay, the left tackle takes a little L inside on the chip spin. Eyes downfield, drive it.
And you watch your mouth about Andrew Thomas. He never takes an L. He never took an L in his entire life. That's Andrew Thomas right there, okay? I would trust him with my life.
That's really, really nice 3rd down conversion. Next one here. We're going to work a back shoulder fade up top. I think this is a pretty nice throw. This sure looks like this receiver's trying to catch this back shoulder fade.
That was a beautiful ball, but Darius Slayton did not hold on to it. That was a bummer.
With his body, you don't see very often.
That was a bummer.
Now, there are a few things that we'll pay attention to here, but Daniel Jones kind of puts on a back shoulder clinic in this 2-minute drive.
That's a beautiful, yeah.
It's a really nice.
That's another thing. I don't want to keep pausing. Okay, I'm gonna try to stop pausing, but that's another thing. The Brian Dable and Daniel Jones were spamming back shoulders, bro, and I love it. I love it. You're not going to see that all the time in the regular season, but in the preseason, yeah, keep throwing those back shoulders. Get chemistry with your receivers because that is not only the hardest throw to make, but it's also the hardest throw to defend, okay? It's one of the harder throws to make because you have to have chemistry with your receiver, but it's also one of the most difficult plays to defend because if you're on man coverage and you're watching hips, you're watching the running backs, the wide receiver's eyes, and all of a sudden, guys like Big Ben and Antonio Brown perfected that, right? With the Steelers back in the day. They perfected that because Antonio Brown could stop on a dime and have the defensive back still trying to slow down 10 yards down the field, and he's already stopped with the back shoulder. It's just unstoppable if you know what you're doing.
Nice job from him.
Yvette's shut up.
Command to be able to see the one-on-one up top, catching quarters, like it outside the numbers, let it rip, put it right on him. Now, the thing that they're going to probably have to change moving forward is watch Daniel Jones and the little love tap here. Okay, so a little tap. Probably a signal for either fade or back shoulder. He puts it right on him. Great rhythm. Again, the drop of this thing. Shuffle, reset, quick, tight hitch. Where's that ball thrown?
Right there.
That's for right in the eclipse.
That's beautiful.
What are we doing?
You got to catch that ball, Darius.
Just don't see it. Maybe caught in the sun. Next one here, we're going to work.
Oh, true. That's true. They said that on the broadcast. Look, he's right in the sunspot. I think he just didn't see the ball. They said that in the broadcast too, so yeah, he's right about that.
Just don't see it. Maybe caught in the sun. Next one here, we're going to work what I'm going to call a hinge up top to the number 1. Again, one-on-one outside the numbers. Go to work. A better ball here. helps a few different ways. One, maybe get a little bit of a yak. Two, we probably get out of bounds, stop the clock in this situation. Again, I really think Daniel Jones could help himself if he got lined up to the left. Now, he eventually gets there, but get lined up at the top of the drop. So, again, what I'm calling a hinge here, usually like 14, hinge out. A better ball keeps us off of our knees, and we're able to catch this thing and probably get out of bounds, stop the clock. Now, what I do not want is for screenshot warriors to tell me that the ball should go here into the eclipse for a touchdown.
I didn't even know JT knew about this, bro. I got a pet peeve, bro. It's a pet peeve. I'm not going to act like I'm a coach. I'm not going to act like I'm the freaking next offensive coordinator of all time. Like, bro, I'm just a guy that watches film, and I know a little bit about football. I don't know I don't know as much as these, guys who live and breathe film and guys that used to play in the NFL do. But, bro, just don't. I get it all the time on Twitter when I talk about either Daniel Jones or especially last year when I did a lot of film last year. Bro, you guys would send me screenshots of stuff and say, KB, you are such an idiot. Look at the screen. Bro, he has 10 yards of separation, bro. Stop sending me screenshots of all 22, bro. You're not doing yourself any favors. Get on your camera, put your mic on, and explain to me how this play works without using a screenshot. Sorry, I had to vent there because he brought up a great point. Screenshot warriors, you can't shake them, bro. You can't shake them. They're going to keep sending you screenshots of plays that should have happened as if time stands still and the only person that could move is the wide receiver and the quarterback. And everybody else, they stand still. They just stand in place, like freeze tag. It's not how it works, bro. You'd be surprised how fast a safety can bite 15 yards down on a pass. You'd be surprised.
Yes, it would have scored. I would bet a lot of money, has nothing to do with the read here. Okay, so don't be that guy. Do be the guy that gets lined up to your left at the top of your drops. And who knows what's going on coverage-wise here. The ball's already out of his hands before the mailbox. Well, he's throwing the ball as the mailbox pops up. Sure, if he was working down here to the bottom,
could have been a little earlier.
On the little like wrap dagger, you'd love to throw it. But I don't have any problem with that decision at all. My problem is with the accuracy and the precision and the footwork. Which
I gotta learn footwork like that, bro.
Because look at his feet.
Okay, he
lined up down the hash. Now his hips and shoulders are lined up to the target. As he gets there, that's a lot of moving parts to go from that for your lower half to get over there and be consistent and put it exactly where you want. Now we've got the clock running, and we get another back shoulder fade, this time down here.
Why did I get caught? Why did I get caught with that Apple notification sound and the Apple notification? But I have an Android. I don't even get notifications like I have an Android, bro. I get
here to the bottom. Now, this is the best iteration of Hank you can possibly imagine. I might have a little Hank special for you guys.
Okay. I want to see what he says here because I've heard people say that this throw in particular was a great throw. Like I do. I think this was a great throw by Daniel Jones. Some people are saying that's a bad throw by Daniel Jones. I want to see what JT says here.
Guys, you can see the Daniel Jones kind of love tap there. Signal the fade, back shoulder fade to neighbors to the right. Super decisive. That is a world-class catch. Great job going up and getting it.
Okay, what about the throw?
Everybody else, though, guys, we're running Hank, your favorite.
What's Hank?
Flat. Look at how sad this little flat is. So everyone's running Hank, except where we gave the signal to down here to the bottom. Press, fade. I love it. Thank you. Finally, we've got an answer versus man coverage to Hank. Just throw a fade back shoulder to neighbors. Great.
I love
really nice job at the line of scrimmage. Great toolkit. We're just gonna have to change the signal.
What about
everybody in the league now knows what the giant signal is.
What about the throw?
Okay. But again, decisive, putting on a real clinic with these back shoulder fades. That's a dot to the field to the wide side.
Thank you. That's a good throw. I thought that was his best throw of the day. I mean, he didn't say it was the best throw of the day, but he said it was a dot. That was a great throw. He knows Malik Neighbors can go up that high and go get it. There was no chance for a receiver for a defender to get that ball. Some people said that was a bad ball by Daniel Jones. How? It's a back shoulder. Malik Neighbors stopped and jumped for the ball. And that was a back shoulder. It was perfectly put. Like, I'll be honest with you guys. I've wanted back shoulders to be implemented in this New York Giants offense for a long time. Okay. We didn't implement it with Pat Shurmur. We didn't implement it with Jason Garrett. Okay. And now that we got Brian Dable, we're doing it. And I'll be honest with you, as much as I wanted it to be in the system, I didn't think Daniel Jones had it in him. I didn't think Daniel Jones had the timing and accuracy to throw back shoulders consistently. But we are seeing that if there's one throw that he can throw, it's a back shoulder. It is a back shoulder.
On a real clinic with these back shoulder fades, that's a dot to the field, to the wide side. Next one here, another back shoulder fade down here to the bottom. Now, can't catch it for him, but this is a dot. 3x1, I'll go special or dancer. Back shoulder.
Hyatt catches.
Almost a really nice one.
Hyatt makes a beautiful catch.
Everything except getting the foot down here.
But he couldn't keep his 2 feet down.
Decisive.
Bro.
Love the shuffle. I love that throw. Look at that throw. That's tight coverage.
Look at that's another great throw.
One hand catch. Right foot down. Left foot out of bounds.
He caught that too. Oh my God. If he could.
But from the quarterback perspective, and this is a quarterback-centric channel.
Yo, Jalen Hyatt,
love the decision. Love the accuracy.
Jalen
love
Hyatt
the ball.
has hands.
Can you hear me say it?
My guy has hands.
Can't catch it for him, but this is a really nice job, really nice drive. Really impressed with Daniel Jones battling back from a rough start to be able to do this right before half.
Look, it was
again,
they switched out the starting defense, JT. They switched out this is the second and thirds. They switched out the starters. The starters are gone. The starters were dominating them. But yeah, I mean, this was a good rebound, but let's be real with ourselves.
The rhythm and the way he's able to distribute these back shoulder fades is impressive. Now we just need to build around that to do everything else in the same sphere. Last one here, 3rd and 6. This is a real bummer because this probably should score. This is mesh railroad, 2x2. I love the shift from the back, the motion indicator. I love Neighbors' route. Take one for the team. This to me just feels like Daniel Jones is not seeing it great. And again, not a great trade. This to me to the back, we could help ourselves with a better route from 47.
My name is Lucy, and I have to figure out who I am. Sorry, do we know each other?
It's Jessica Jones. It's Jesse's girlfriend that died.
But we don't want to throw back shoulder rails. Instead, you'd much rather throw it to the mesh coming across number 13, the number 2 up top. He's going to be there. So watch Neighbors take one for the team. It's not there. There it is. Okay, so this play.
Oh, it's mesh.
I really do draw this up almost every single video, so I apologize. Here's the rail. Okay, it's usually paired with mesh. So over the top mesh.
This is my favorite concept of all time because I love how versatile it is. I love running it when I play flag football because usually in flag football they run a lot of zone, yes. But you know, when I used to be playing slot receiver, I'm a center now. Unfortunately, I'm the center now. But when I was a slot receiver and we would call a mesh concept, oh my God! And we were playing freaking. They were playing man on me. Oh my God! I would sell that outside, plant inside, bro. Nobody's next to me, bro. Nobody's next to me. It's flag football. We don't have defensive linemen. We don't have like crazy linebackers or anything like that, bro. That middle of the field was always open for me, and that's why I fell in love with the mesh concept. And I always made it before the opposite person was running that drag, so I was always the target.
Here's the number 2 where I'm saying probably scores. So you read this thing 1 here. Kind of 1B down the field, depending on the coverage here. And then this is 2. And then 3 is usually this over the ball hook. Now, the bones of this play are that you get 2 picks. You really get this mesh pick 1, pick 2. And I love what they did with this little shift where he comes out and in because that told everybody in the stadium who's got him man to man. He went out like this. He went out like this. Both these guys should have their antennas up that I'm trying to get a rub on this player right here. So as you run your mesh, you're at him and across. So you get a mesh here and a mesh here. As you run your over the ball deep hook, we're trying to pick or make him at a minimum, he's got a bubble over or under. We cannot, let me repeat this. He cannot run right to the back like this. You have to make him deviate his path. And he doesn't. So 47, not good enough. 9, I've been all over 9 here for not doing things that I think should get done at the wide receiver position. This is outstanding. He comes across right here, and he takes one for the team. Now, this is such a big mesh that it might get called as a pick sometimes, but it's well done. So first, let's watch 47 right here.
Yeah,
Watch
Theo Johnson was not good.
Avoid the contact on the linebacker. He allows that linebacker to run right to him. I mean, what
Oh, yeah, he didn't.
Come
he
on.
didn't pick him at
Now watch
all.
Neighbors.
Or he didn't
He's
stutter at him.
Over picked. And
He
that's
didn't-
beautiful.
Yeah.
That's going to pop 13, and 13 would score.
That's
So don't force it to the back. Play the play out.
Oh, yeah, he should have waited for that mesh to open up, man. That's me right there. Jalen Hyatt is me. Throw me the ball, quarterback. I'm going to the end zone. I'm faster than everybody. Oh, the good old days.
And that's a shame because that's a thing of beauty, execution-wise, everything except the decision from the quarterback in 47's route. So watch the linebacker. See him go with the back. There it is.
He does here.
It's man-to-man. You see him,
Oh my
47?
God, and it's man-to-man mesh concept, bro. You beat your guy if he has outside shade. You beat him off the snap. It's a touchdown. I am him, Jaden. I am him. I was him. I was him. Now I'm JMS. Now I'm Schlottman right now. You know what I mean?
And now watch Neighbors with the mesh over the ball. Boop. That thing's going to walk in.
Good. Yeah, that was a good job of
That's
moving Neighbors.
Kind of sums up the whole day, if I'm being honest. So that is a wrap. Daniel Jones.
That was a beautiful video, bro. That was a great video. That was amazing. I'll still stay in here and talk with you guys a little bit. Because I know a lot of you guys are just hopping in too. But that was a great video. I'm gonna cut that up and then put it as a pre-record. I'm gonna upload that as a video. JT was in here earlier. JT himself commented on the stream before the video, before I started streaming. It would have been cool if he was able to put his input, at least in the comments. I don't know if he would come on the show or come on stream and we could talk ball. But that was a fantastic video. It's wonderfully made. That man has such a soothing voice. I mean, listen, guys, pause here. You know what I'm saying? Like, relax, okay? But I'm saying, like, his mic is so good. That SMB7, bro. It's just, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that thing, bro. I gotta learn how to adjust my audio to make it sound like that, because the K688 can replicate that very kind of. You can kind of replicate it, but everybody with the AO, whatever, bro. He's got a nice voice, bro. Don't front. Relax, man. Relax. Bunch of losers out here is what I'm telling you. Bunch of freaking losers out here. Oh man, but listen, Jones was shaky, man. Shaky. Here's the thing, man. Here's my biggest gripe with, like, this community, right? Nobody can ever stretch out to the other side and give credit. Like, of course, most of the content creators do. Anybody really is a content creator. I mean, if you're a content creator, you kind of want to be as truthful as you can. You know, you don't. I mean, there are guys that are biased out there, but still, everybody has a bias. But I try not to be. You know, I have no problem giving the other side credit. You know, and no problem with that. For the anti-Jones guys, I can be in the Twitter spaces. I can be in the comments and stuff like that. And, like, we'll talk about how Daniel Jones is not the answer, you know? But God forbid that you give Jones any credit in those things, and you're going to get lit on fire for it. You know what I'm saying? And then same thing especially with the super fans of Daniel Jones. The super fans of Daniel Jones. You have to say he is the best thing that ever happened to the New York Giants. I'm exaggerating, of course. But if you say anything negative about him, and if you say, man, I don't think he's the answer. Oh my God. They start tagging their friends. They start adding everybody. Look at this guy. What he said here. And they start, oh my goodness, bro. I'm like, relax. They start editing. Oh my God. I've seen pictures of the Super Bowl picture with Eli, and Daniel's face is edited in Eli's. Bro, I've seen that. I should have saved it. It was a while ago. I've seen that. I hope I see it again. Bro, you see Daniel Jones's face cropped into Eli's face holding a Super Bowl trophy, bro. The cope is insane. Insane. And I hope both sides, right? This is what I love about JT. He's not biased. He's no bullshit. You know Malik Neighbors is a star, but he still makes him accountable and says, I don't know what the hell he was doing there, twiddling his thumbs with his, messing with his gloves and laid off the snap. I like to see that, bro. I like to see accountability, even from players that I like. That shows me that I need to check myself and really like look into it more of what's going on a play. Because I didn't even notice that from Malik Neighbors. I didn't notice he was off the snap late. I didn't notice that. So it was great. And I hope that both sides watch this video and they say like, oh, damn, maybe I should stretch out my hand to the other side a little bit more often because, bro, we're all Giants fans. Okay. This is why I don't understand. We're all Giants fans. Why do we have to antagonize each other? I swear, I have not seen Giants Twitter like go at it with another fan base ever. It's always with ourselves. We're always going at each other's throats. Why? I swear we're the only community that does that to that extent. There are civil wars in every single fan base, man. There are. But the Giants is worse. It's worse. We can't agree. We can't have an agreement on anything. It's not even just Daniel Jones because it was the same way when Eli was here. There were the Eli guys that wanted Eli out of here, and there were Eli guys that wanted him to die playing quarterback. And then the Saquon situation. There was people attacking each other for wanting to keep a player versus wanting to get rid of a player. Why are you antagonizing? Bro, you're both human beings, bro. I never understand it. I may have fun on Twitter. I may talk shit. I may get in heated debates, right? At the end of the day, I don't care, bro. This is not real, bro. This is sports. We're not out there running routes. We're not out there paying money. Like we literally sit down. That all of this is everything that this is, this great game that we love. You just chalk it down. You're sitting in a chair watching other people move a ball to an end zone, and you're rooting for a certain team to do so. That's all it is. It's supposed to give you entertainment and fun and enjoy yourselves amongst others. Sure, have some rivalries between other teams. What? I don't know. I'm going off on a crazy tangent here, but I'm really sick about what I'm seeing on Giants YouTube, but most certainly Giants Twitter. And both sides, bro. Both sides. Like they can't outstretch their hand and give credit to the other side. They can't do it. It's my side or you're on their side. It's crazy. Both. I don't care what anybody says. It's both sides. And if you feel like that's you, then maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not here to name any names. If you feel like that's you, that's your problem. Bro, I try to be cool with everybody. I really do. I don't get on Twitter looking to like antagonize anybody. We're all here trying to, give our opinions. I got allergies. I'm about to sneeze. Ugh. Try not to sneeze. I'm good. But yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I hope, and it's crazy how one person named Daniel Jones, the most simplistic name you could ever come up with, besides like a John Smith, Daniel Jones has like created a huge rift in this fan base that there are people that say they cannot be friends with another person because they're on that side. Like you can't, bro. There's like, it's just crazy. It's crazy. I think it's stupid. I think it's so silly. It is silly. Obviously, if you antagonize me, I'm not gonna be like, that's just not how it's built. Like if you're gonna antagonize me, I'm going to antagonize you. But I never throw the first punch. I don't. But like it's stupid, bro. Avengers Civil War type shit. Yeah, it's isn't it crazy that you open up Twitter? Isn't it crazy that you open up Twitter and you expect other fan bases to be going at it, and all you see is other Giants fans fighting other Giants fans? You see Giants fans fighting other Giants fans. That is all you see on Twitter. That is 99.9% of Giants Twitter. You never see them talk some shit to our rivals. You never see them talk shit about any other team. As far as everybody's concerned, every other team is great. Every other team is well off. It's the Giants and, boo-hoo, and we suck, and nothing's ever getting good, and I'm just going to fight with other Giants fans. Oh, I believe Daniel Jones is the future. Everybody that doesn't believe so, you're not a real Giants fan. Bro, what? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, man? That's just silly. It's just silly. And with the bias with Micah McFadden, listen, at least, here's the thing. I at least say it every time I mention Micah McFadden on this channel. I say, on this channel, there is an agenda, there is a clear bias, and there is propaganda from Micah McFadden and Tyrone Tracy Jr., okay? Those two players, if you come onto this channel, you go onto my Twitter, 100% of the propaganda is going to be on them. They could do no wrong. They are perfect people, perfect players, as far as I'm concerned. At least I could admit that. Nobody else can do that about the Daniel Jones thing or Saquon thing or whatever the case is. Nobody can ever lay their biases on the floor. Everybody says that I'm non-biased, but if you don't believe Daniel Jones is the future, then I question your fanhood. Got me messed up, brother. You got me messed up, my guy. That's crazy ass glaze, bro. Listen, at least I admit to it. At least I admit to it. There is going to be 100% propaganda of Micah McFadden and Tyrone Tracy Jr. on this here channel. All right? That's all I got to say about it. That's all I got to say about it. But yeah, you guys leave your thoughts, comments, concerns in the chat before we end this one out. And I had a lot of fun. I like coming on here with you guys. You sound like a head coach protecting a star player. Now, you know what's crazy? Like I always seen, like, in my days of watching, football and seeing like it at the high school level and stuff like that, I've always seen a lot of the coaches like really hard on the star players because they like them and they believe in them. I've always seen that. I mean, I don't think I've personally seen like coaches giving special treatment to the star players just because they're stars. In my opinion, I haven't watched too much. I haven't been around too much high school football and stuff like that to know that. But I literally see it. Thank God I did not read the entire comment. You guys are off the rails, brother. You guys are off the rails. My cran grape is about gone. Cran grape is about gone. Star players will actually miss out on conditioning if they can. I think everybody would miss out on conditioning if they can. I hope Micah McFadden and Tracy turn out like the Rams for a 5th round picks. Yeah, man. Like, why can't we get some stars out here? Like the biggest late round star that we've had is Darius Slayton. I like Darius Slayton, but like how many years was he benched? Bro, he's been benched like 2 out of 3 years, but he still leads the team in receiving. Crazy. What's your flag football team record? I mean, we start a new season every season. Like literally every season. We have a spring, fall, winter, summer season. So like our records we play 7 games a season. So I mean, I've went undefeated one season. I've went winless one season. But we've only went winless one time. That was when we were all free agents. We did not know each other, had no chemistry. I started on a free agent team 4 years ago. Started on a free agent team. We went winless because we didn't know each other. Strangers. Do you play with now it's friends. Before it was strangers. I just got into the league. I said, yeah, I just got into the league. I was drafted. You know what I'm saying? They had the jersey out for me and everything. No, I'm just playing. But I just signed on to that league, to that flag football league in my area, all the way in Orlando. It's a little bit of a ways for me, but they put you in a group chat with a bunch of random people. If you sign up as a free agent, you could sign up with your friends, but I didn't have anybody to join a team with me, or at least a whole team worth. So I signed up as a free agent. They put a bunch of free agents together and say, all right, this is your team. Go ahead and gel together. You guys have your phone numbers, whatever. You meet up. We didn't have any time to practice. We don't even know each other anyway. Why are we going to do that? And then you play, right? You play, you start organizing your defense, your offense, start making plays on the fly. And we were just experimenting and stuff like that. We went winless, as any team would do, because usually free agent teams don't get any wins. But the next year we had 2 wins. And then the year after that, the season after that, this was all in 1 year. The season after that, we actually named our team. We called ourselves the Average Joes because we were just like average Joes. And then we kind of created a friendship there. And then we were there for about 2 years. Then we moved on to another flag football league. This one was a couple minutes away from this field in this league, into another league. And this one was on Mondays. So today, but we didn't have one today. We're on a bye. So that's why I was able to come home and stream, because we're on a bye. But yeah, so it's funny. So we left that league, and in this league that we're in now, there was already a team named the Average Joes. And we were like, damn, there's already a team named the Average Joes. We got our name ourselves something else. So I had no I had no responsibility for what we named ourselves, but we called ourselves Sith Happens, because my friend Adam, he actually knows about my channel. He's a huge Eagles fan. He found out about my channel randomly because my Devontae Smith video went viral, and he saw my video. He said, "Bro, is this you? Is this you?" I said, "Yep, that's me." But I love the kid. I love the kid. He's older than me. I love the guy. He huge Eagles fan though, so I forgive him though. But yeah, he named the team Sith Happen because he's a big Star Wars fan. We had cool uniforms and everything. Very like Darth Vader. The first one was like Darth Maul. Some of you guys have seen the shirt. I wore it on a couple of videos before. It's like a shirt with Darth Maul on it. It has like the red eyes and Sith Happens. Pretty cool. Then we had like actual suit uniforms, which were awesome. I love them. Then we had our pink alternate uniforms for like Breast Cancer Awareness Month that we made our permanent uniforms. I don't know why we did that, because I feel like I like the red and black ones better, but we were wearing pink. Then I joined another team because our team disbanded. But I've come to know like everybody in the league. I've come to know everybody. So I was a free agent, but I got picked up quick by another team because we all disbanded. I got picked up by another team, played with them for a season, was on like a freaking prove it deal, right? But then because that was a rec team. There's 2 divisions, recreational and competitive. I play competitive, bro. I don't play recreational. So I moved back to competitive with the team I'm on now. Vengeance, coolest team, bro. I love that team. So I'm with them right now with Vengeance. It's Batman theme. So it's got the Batman symbol, but it's red and black, red on one side, black on the other. And we have a black uniform and a red uniform. Sick. I love that team, and I love the people on it. So that's where I'm at right now. But as far as our record goes, right now we're like, I think 0-2. Our quarterback's been out. He had an injury, and we had to use a backup quarterback. And we came very close to winning both of those games. It was a doubleheader. We came close to winning those games, so we'll be looking back to bounce back. The season just started, so we got our quarterback back. So we're on a bye today. So I don't even know. I just started rambling. The Bro Council, what's up? So do you think the Giants would use Malik Neighbors as a wide receiver, but also like in a wildcat formation because he was on jet sweeps a couple times, and I was like, yeah, I mean, yeah, they're gonna use him like a wide receiver. He's a wide receiver, but as far as wildcat goes, I don't know if you're gonna put that on a rookie wide receiver. I don't know if you're gonna do that. They usually do that with running backs. I don't know if they're gonna put him in wildcat. I don't think that'd be smart. I mean, would it be fun to see if it happened? Sure. If it worked, but usually wildcat formations never work, and you're like taking a loss for 2 yards, and then you're looking at the play caller like, what the hell are you calling right now? You know, it's 2nd down and 7. Why are you calling a freaking wildcat formation? You know, but all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. You guys are awesome as always. Thank you guys for popping out. Maybe I'll react to a couple other Giant-centric stuff, but, you know, nobody really talks about the Giants as far as media goes, and people don't really make videos about them anymore. So, like, it's hard to react to things like that. So, I'm happy that JT came out with a video. Absolutely fantastic video. Loved it. Shout out to JT. I tagged him on the title. So if you see the blue, you know, tag with the QB school on it, guys, go subscribe to the quarterback school. Has fantastic, doesn't need to be just Giants related, guys. Go watch his other videos. He got a Caleb Williams one that dropped as well not too long ago, but he makes fantastic content, bro. So you guys go ahead and check him out, subscribe to him, let him know I sent you. And all right, guys, have a good one. Thank you guys for popping out. Oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna end it out with this. Thank you for BetUS for sponsoring this here live stream. I had a lot of fun, and we're going to end it out with Michael Vick.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sportsbook and casino.